Hello guys, Greg back with another video on the channel. It is all killer no filler. So today I'm going to do my fragrance starting lineup video for 2024. I think most of you guys will know the idea behind this video, but it's been around for years. I think I did my first one, must be more than 10 years ago. But for any of you that aren't familiar with it, it was started by one of the OG fragrance reviewers on YouTube. That was Brandan, A.K.A. Cutless Supreme SL. And the idea he came up with was that you select a different fragrance for a different set of scenarios. And the scenarios are your signature scent, so it's really the scent that you generally wear the most and best represents you, a work scent, a night out scent, a close contact romantic scent, a daring scent, and then an upper class suit and tie scent. So first up we've got signature scent. This is a difficult one for me because I own a lot of fragrances and I don't generally tend to wear any of them that often. I rotate them a lot. But I'm wearing this one most of all, so I thought this was the most suitable one to choose. And this is from the house of A.K.A. and it's called Crystal Incense. This is actually exclusive to Selfridges in the UK at the moment. And it's part of A.K.A.'s signature line, which is like their luxury line of fragrances. But really, really good, really enjoying this one. It starts out with a blast of grapefruit, and there's something about it that kind of reminds me a little bit of Issey Miyake's Low Dissy. But almost straight away you get black pepper comes in and also ginger. And the ginger sort of runs through the core of the fragrance. It sticks around for quite a long time. Despite this being called Crystal Incense, it's actually frankincense that's in here that's the dominant note. And that gives like a dry, dusty church type of smell, which is something I love in fragrances. But it is contrasted really well with the lighter notes like the grapefruit and the ginger. You get quite a lot of cedar in the base of this and also patchouli. But a really good fragrance. I highly recommend trying it if you get the chance. That's A.K.A. Crystal Incense. So next category is work scent. Now I don't work in a suit and tie, type of environment. But if I did, I would go for this one. And this is from the very old British house Grossmith, and it's called King's Salute. And it's part of a 3 perfume collection from the brand called the Royal Collection. And this one was released on the day of the coronation of King Charles in 2023. And it's supposed to represent him. So it's an aromatic fougere fragrance. It's got lots of lavender and thyme in here. And they're sort of to signify his love for nature and his gardens, and specifically for his garden at one of his residences, which is Highgrove House. The lavender's prominent right from the top and all the way through this fragrance. You get some zesty citrus in here. There's the lovely thyme note that I mentioned, and then the base is an ambery musk. It's not going to offend anyone, not going to choke anyone. It's just very pleasant, professional, classy. Don't really think I've heard anyone talk about that fragrance, but yeah, if you get a chance, definitely try it. So the next one we've got is night out scent. And for a night out scent, my most important thing is projection. Not so worried about longevity because I always carry an atomizer and do a refresh, but it's got to project whilst it lasts. And this definitely fits the bill. This is from Maison Crivelli and it's called Oud Maracuja. An underrated house for me, but this one is their bestseller. And as soon as this comes into stock anywhere, the Selfridges, Harrods, wherever, it's out of stock within a day. Very hard to get this one. A lot of similarities to Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomade. Not enough to call it a clone, but it's very similar. And I'm probably going to do a full review on this one, but I'll just summarise it. It's a rose oud fragrance, but it's got passion fruit in here and leather. And the blending is superb. The passion fruit really takes the edge off this and lightens it up, and it makes it a nicer wear than Ombre Nomade for me. But it's very high quality, it lasts forever, projects like a beast, so it's perfect for that night out kind of situation. So next we've got Close Contact Romantic Scent, and I'm going to go for one that I've been wearing for years. I think I was one of the first people to ever talk about this fragrance. It's a British house again, and it's called Bella Bellissima, and this one fragrance is called White Leather. And it's a very warm, intriguing kind of fragrance. The key notes in here are oud, leather, amber, vanilla and musk. But it's got a little bit of fruitiness from quite a rare note, which is guava blossom. It just adds a bit of fruitiness to some of them stronger notes. But it's definitely quite, like I said, an intriguing fragrance. I think it's one that people will be, want to get up a bit closer to you and find out a bit more. So it's perfect for that romantic sort of scenario. Next up, we've got a daring scent. And I do like things that push the boundaries a bit, and this one definitely does. It's from the house of Gucci, and it's Gucci Guilty Pour Homme Absolute. And it's an eau de parfum, which is unusual in itself for a designer house. Usually men's releases are eau de toilettes. But it's not the only way this is different. It's a complete departure from anything that a designer house, including Gucci, would ever release. It's not like a sweet, fresh, crowd-pleasing fragrance. It's more like an artistic, daring kind of scent. I think it might be discontinued, so I know Natina still have this, but if you're interested, you might want to get this sooner rather than later. But it's... I won't go into details on notes and accord, but the thing I love about this, and it's going to smell strange, it smells kind of like a hospital. It smells like bandages and Dettol, but it also smells rubbery. Very different. I don't know what notes or accords create this smell, because there's lots of leather, lots of woods, and particularly lots and lots of vetiver in here, but they're all detectable on their own. So I don't know what it is combined that gives that smell, but I just love it. It does sound odd to like the smell of a sort of hospital, but you know, it is the daring scent category, so it fits quite perfectly. So this is the final one, I think. This is the upper class suit and tie scent. Not a situation I find myself in very often, but if I did, I'd go for this one, which is from Roger Parfums, and it's Scandal Pour Homme Parfum Cologne. And Parfum Cologne, really just another word for eau de parfum. This one does come in a parfum concentration, but that's 3 times the price per mil as this one. So I would say go for this one. It's absolutely fine, and I love it. It's a very classic smelling aromatic fougere. Smells like a 70s or 80s fragrance, but with a bit of a modern twist. Huge blast of lemon, lots of lavender, lots of oak moss. And it doesn't smell the same as the fragrances I'm going to mention, but if you think of Dior's Eau Sauvage and Chanel's Pour Monsieur, it's in that kind of genre of very classic smelling, you know, gents, classic fragrances. So there you go. That's my starting lineup for 2024. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're in the UK and you want to try any of these, apart from the Acqua di Parma, you can purchase them from Fragrance Samples UK. That's www.fragrancesamplesuk.com. And if you use the code GREG10, you'll get 10% off your order. So thanks again for watching, guys. Please leave a comment, give a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and if you're not subscribed, please do. And thanks again. I'll see you soon with another video. Cheers.